Okie dokie. Well, hello YouTube and welcome to my very first vlog. I'm 36 years old and this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so I'm a bit nervous, so bear with me. But it's probably only going to get about 3 views anyway, so what the hell. So as the name suggests, I am a hobbyist. I'm not going to be claiming that I know everything about fish keeping in the hobby. It's just going to be a bit of a light-hearted vlog about aquariums and fish keeping and some occasional reviews on tech and some help and advice for the novice to get started. And on that note, I'll introduce you to my fish. Up to about 3 months ago, I used to have a really nice community tank which had 5 large discus in there and lots of nice community fish, mollies, sailfin mollies, etc, etc. And then I went on holiday and I came back to a graveyard. I had about 5 fish left out of about 20, possibly a few more than that because I had a shoal of neons as well. And the only thing that I could contribute the loss was because we had a really hot summer whilst I was away on holiday, and I think that the temperature just went way too hot in this living room. It is near a patio area, but it's not south-facing or anything like that, so it doesn't get full sun on the window, but it was a very hot summer. So basically I had to start afresh. So I started afresh and I went the predator tank route. So I purchased a couple of Oscars, a Baisha, and swimming around somewhere near the top there is a silver Arowana in there. But I've also got a clean-up crew of I've got 3 clownfish in there, a peppered cory there, what's left over from the old community tank, along with a flying fox and a sucking loach as well. So pretty much the whole clean-up crew survived from the old community tank, but I'm presuming that's because they're all bottom dwellers and it was a lot cooler at the bottom. What else do we have in there? We've got 3 Jack Dempseys. We've got, I believe, 2 females, two males and 1 female. Everything's at the top at the moment. I think it's because they think I'm going to feed them because I'm stood near the tank. What else have I got in there? Oh, I do have, you might just see him moving around in the middle of that bogwood. I do have a feathered fin catfish. He's a new addition. He arrived last week. He's quite large. I've got a couple of tinfoil barbs, a couple of large ones. And then there's the big silver shark. He's the biggest presence in the tank at the moment. I actually class him in the clean-up crew because he is like a hoover. He will eat absolutely anything, including the frozen feeder fish that I feed the Oscars. He's partial to one of them, and then he will clean up anything that anybody else leaves as well. So yeah, he is the hoover. My stars of the show, I'm hoping, are going to be the Oscars and the Arowana and the Baisha. Lovely fish. Lovely fish. We'll do separate videos for them. That's about it on the fish that's in there. My tank is a Fluval Roma 200. I've also got a new light on there, which is a Fluval Aqua Sky. It's a very good light, but I may buy another one just to make it a little bit brighter. You can control it from your mobile, it works via Bluetooth, different settings. You can even make it look like they're in a lightning storm, but that's not for me. Also a recent addition into the tank. In the right hand corner you might see a canister. That is a bubble moving media Zis cartridge, I believe it was called. Quite impressed with that, to be honest, considering it cost me under £10 including delivery off eBay. It's actually cleared up the water quite a lot. Obviously because I've got Oscars, they are messy little buggers, so anything they eat they rip to shreds, and as you might be able to see, there are some floating things in the water. It's not quite as clear as it used to be. And on that I'm going to wrap it up because I've also had delivered yesterday a All Pond Solution Skim 2 surface skimmer, again with feeding the frozen feeder fish to the Oscars. Quite a lot of oil comes out of them, and I get quite a lot of scum on the top of the tank recently. So I bought this, again, eBay, under a tenner. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to start doing a review video straight after I finish this one, actually, so hopefully that can get uploaded next week. Hopefully going to be doing week to week, and then that's about it. Anything else I've forgotten? I don't think so. Oh, my filter, my canister filter. I do have a canister filter. Again, that's from All Pond Solutions as well. That's an EFX Plus with a UV light in there as well. For less than £100, I can't recommend it highly enough, to be honest. If you are a hobbyist and you're just getting into the hobby, you don't need to go out and spend an absolute fortune. Your biggest cost is going to be your tank to start off with, but you don't need to be spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds on tech. I'm sure you've already seen quite a lot of videos out there that are the DIY specialist, nod to the king. The reason why I'm doing this video today, the king of DIY, great guy, absolutely great guy, and fantastic videos, fantastic content. I'm just not quite as skilled as he is at building things, so I buy everything from the shop. But like I say, you don't have to spend an absolute fortune. With that said, I'll leave you to it, and I'll go and start building, start making the review video on the skimmer. Cheers.